So hi everyone, welcome back for another video on Star Trek Fleet Command. Now this video I'm going to talk about 2 of 10, okay, and I believe you have about like 9 more hours to get him, and if you have gotten him already, well, good for you, and if you haven't, you should. Really? Now let's find out, okay? Because I believe 2 of 10 is a very interesting officer, and I've been like toying around with ideas, should I get him or not, that kind of thing. And yeah, running the different combinations in my mind. Well, I may not have exhausted all the possible combinations out there, but then we have enough information to make a very well informed decision whether he is actually that good or not that good. Okay, now for those of you who do not know what 2 of 10 does is okay, so 2 of 10, okay, and then you can get him from the store or you can get shards okay, from the event itself. Okay, now 2 of 10, what it does is this. Okay, what he does is this. Okay, now he's like Stone. Okay, he gives storage optimization, and then of course the second ability, the officer ability, would be the extraction protocol, 50% to G3 and G4 mining speed, of which this figure can be increased with promotion. Okay, now when you look at it at just a glance, he looks very promising. Okay, but the thing is this, is that whether is he that good and whether he fits into your current setup, that's the next question altogether. Okay, now as we do know, with all officers we look into 3 areas whether or not we should get them. Okay, now the first thing that you got to do when you choose an officer, well, of course, you need to look what are they used for. Are they being used for PvP? Are they used for mining? Are they used for a certain particular purpose, that kind of thing. Okay, because some officers, they do well in one area and do not do well in another. Okay, now second thing that you look at when you choose an officer would be the captain's ability, because the captain's ability, yes, you may not increase it unless you have synergy, that kind of thing. And last but not least, you look at the officer's ability, which you can increase the abilities, effectiveness with promotion. Okay, so the higher tier you promote your officer, the more percentage that it will give. Okay, now let's look in depth into 2 of 10. Okay, 2 of 10, you have this storage optimization 20%, okay, and extraction protocol at the base of 50%, G3 and G4, which you do need at a very large extent as you progress higher on in level. Okay, and because he is a bot officer, so in order for you to promote him, you will need independent credits. Okay, so yeah, you do need your your bot farming, innards farming, that kind of thing, and you refine into those charged nano probes, if I'm mistaken, or was it the active nano probes? Okay, well, the one that you use to to promote, okay, bot officers. Okay, now without the L class, you would not have a clearer picture whether or not he is actually that good. Okay, so let's go to L class, and then from L class, thank you L class, and thank you for the people who actually make consolidate all those information and make it possible for us to understand the game better. Okay, so that we do not make very impulsive decisions, and then sometimes you may need to spend in order to make those decisions. Now it's not wrong, and like I said before, I have nothing against it, but then sometimes we might find ourselves like in a meh position, because we spend and then only to realize that he or what we spend on isn't that good. Okay, so 2 of 10. Okay, how you pull his info out is by typing !2 \10. Okay, so the officer's info will be pulled out for you. Okay, now so if you have in synergy, now that is if 210 is a captain. Okay, so captain synergy with command and with engineering, you get an increase of 15% to that ability. Okay, so if you pair with engineering, you have another 15%. Okay, so yeah, and then science you get 5%. Okay, so if you do pair with 210 correctly with another bot officer, okay, now how do you get synergy is when you actually pair them up with the same group of officers. That's why it is good to know whether they are in the same group or not. To give you this synergy boost, you sort your officers according to group. Okay, then you pull the officers and group them according to the particular group they are in. Now, being a bot is very obvious that it will synergize with all the other bots out there. Okay, so 2 of 10, as we could see on LCAS, it synergizes well with command and engineering. Okay, command, basically you have this symbol here, so 1 of 10 is command. Okay, and if you synergize with 1 of 10, you get the bodyguarding. Okay, so you have more protected cargo. Okay, and then you also can synergize with engineering, another 15%, which should be 10 of 10. Okay, 10 of 10 should be engineering. How do you know? Is because of this thing here, engineering badge. Okay, so 10 of 10. So I believe that if you put 2 of 10 as captain, and then you put the officers on the bridge, 1 of 10, and then 10 of 10, you will get an additional 30% to your cargo space. So from 20%, another 30%, maybe another 6, 7, that kind of thing, so you get a 26%, that kind of thing. Okay, please correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, because I haven't done an in-depth study on this synergy thing. Okay, but I do know that when your officers do synergize with one another, it will have that kind of line kind of thing. Okay, line as in, if you look at this, okay, let's repair this, the synergy line. Okay, so use this free. Okay, now click on manage. Okay, now if you look here, okay, assign officers, they are not in synergy, but when they are in synergy with one another, you have this line over here. So how you know that they synergize with one another? You have this symbol. So just to show you in this video, right? Okay, so you do this. Okay, you see 25% boost. Okay, because they are of the same team. Okay, the same team, Khan's crew, same team, Khan's crew. Okay, you see that? Okay, now different officers do give us different percentage. They are not all the same. Okay, so this is how you can tell whether they are in synergy with one another or not. Okay, so you get an additional 30% with 2 of 10, which is actually not that bad. Okay, which is not that bad, but I would like to draw you to the other area. Okay, so 2 of 10 is here, this one 50%. Okay, now how much can you increase from this 50%? Okay, that's the next question. Now, thanks to LCAS again, so you go to LCAS. Okay, LCAS, and then you can see that at base, at stock, you get 50%. Once you promote him, you get 55%, and you promote him again, you get 60, 65, 75%. So if you were to max out 2 out of 10, you get a total of 75%. That is, if you can max him out. Okay, now the problem that I have here is that you cannot max him out easily. Okay, because unlike the other officers that you have in game, okay, most of them, they are available in packs. Okay, whereas there are some special officers whereby you can only get them through auction or through some kind of arc event. Okay, like this one. Okay, this is where you can get Jailer shards and so the 2 of 10 shards. Okay, and what actually annoys me is that you will actually need to spend some kind of money in order to get 2 of 10 or Jailer, because you cannot unlock the officer based on the event alone. Okay, I believe that. Okay, now just look at this. Now if you look at Battle Pass, right, so you have 3 here, then you have let's just do a 10. You have 6 here, and in order to unlock him, you need 40, right? Okay, so you have 3, you have 6, that gives you 9. Okay, do you have any more? Because the mining mayhem ends today, I don't think so. So you do not actually get any more 210 shards. Okay, that is number 1. Okay, the first thing. Now the other thing is that you can only get more of his shards. That is, if you place yourself on the SLB, gain favor SLB. Okay, so if you gain first, you get 10, and so on and so forth. So if you are going through the not spending routes, you will not be able to unlock 210. That is very sad. I mean, Scopely, come on, you could have provide a way for your players, I mean your customers, even if they were to choose or so decide not to spend anything in this arc, they should be able to unlock the full officer, at least the stock of it, without spending. I mean, this is like very clear that Scopely really wants you to squeeze, every penny out from your pocket in order for you to get this officer. Okay, yeah, this is very sad. And now, if you do not place in SLB, you will not be able to even promote him. That is, even if you spend on the elite pack of the 210 pack. Okay, so let's do some simple maths. Okay, simple maths will give you this. Okay, if you do get this pack, you get 95 plus the 9 that you get from the Battle Pass event, so you get a total of 104. Okay, thanks to LCAS again. How much you need to tear him up? You need 40 plus 65, which is 105. You're one shot lacking to promote him unless you place yourself in the SLB. Okay, so yeah, so even if you get that elite pack, you will not be getting, be able to promote him to be 55%, to be at 55% efficiency. That is very sad. Okay, and the next question which I like to highlight to you is he really worth it? Okay, now I've talked with certain figures and I've came to the conclusion that nothing or no mining officer beats the Trinity. Okay, I repeat, no mining officers beat the Trinity. And when I say the Trinity, it would be Barot, Storm, and the Pring. Okay, because these three, they are like, very specialized in this mining area, and then they give, like, for example, the Pring, right, gas miner, doesn't matter whether it's T3 or T4. Okay, she gives you 90% right now. Yeah, she gives you 90%. Okay, and then let's see, the Pring. Okay, let's try this. The Pring. Okay, so you get a 50% base. So I guess I've paired her to synergize with certain people, which is why I'm getting a 90%. Okay, so at the stock of 50%, then you get 100, 150. No, sorry, from here. Yeah, my bad. So a base of how much? 40%. A base of 40%. So 90%, which means that I have a 20% and 30% at synergy. Okay, that's how I got a 90% off the Pring. Okay, and she don't really care whether it's grade 3 or grade 4. Okay, she increases gas mining as long as it is gas. Now, I believe that if you were to work, or if you were to pair 210 with Tepring, I don't think it will be that effective. Okay, because Tepring herself does give much more bonus percentage compared to a mixture without synergy. Now, I can imagine that if you have Tepring as captain, and if you have 210 as as her sidekick, then perhaps you have another of Tepring's crew, okay, or that group to be with her to give that kind of synergy boost. Okay, or even with Storm or Barot, that kind of thing. So it is either you go full synergy on 210 or you mix it up, and then I don't believe that they will actually give such a big boost compared to your faction miner. Okay, because the day we were just discussing, whether is it worth it to get 210, that kind of thing, and then we were like in a kind of mixed feeling kind of scenario. Yeah, he's okay. Meh, he's not, that kind of thing. So it all depends on how you mix or try to try to put them together so that it gives you the maximum efficiency. Okay, for your officers when it comes to mining. Okay, but as for me, I'm very specific. Okay, I have Barot, being a captain of the Crystal, Tepring, and then Storm as well. Okay, and then I do it like this. Let's go by ship. Okay, and this is how I do it. So we have B, K-Bish, Barot, 1010, okay, then C, okay, Synergy, okay, and then you have D as well. This is how I'm working them out at the moment. Now, for me, my take is this. I think he is quite alright. I won't, I haven't seen like, the maximum ability uh on 210, okay, like what he can do, okay. Now the 20% cargo size, it is not too bad, okay, but then it is not stellar, that kind of thing, okay. Yeah, it's not stellar to me. And you can only increase it by that much, okay. So maximum you can only increase like 30% on top of 20% cargo size, which is like well, it depends on your miner as well. If you are using an North Star, if you are using a North Star won't give you that much. Okay, if you're using a Horizon, maybe you get a little bit more. But if you're using a fraction miner, then perhaps you could see a bigger boost in terms of the percentage that it's giving you. Okay, from 2 of 10, and then with the full synergy, that kind of thing. Okay, so yeah, you have about 8.5 more hours to get him or not. Do let us know, okay, especially if you have gotten him, or if you're planning to, do let us know as well. What do you think? Okay, what do you think of 210? Is he worth it or not, by posting in the comment section down below. Now if you like this video, do smash on the like button, and if you like to hear more from me, okay, do consider subscribing as well. Now quick shout out to all those who subscribe to this channel. Okay, thanks for subscribing to this channel. You are helping me grow, and I do hope all those of you who dropping by the channel will consider subscribing to my channel as well. Okay, so yeah, mining mayhem seems like a very boring kind of event, because there's nothing happening unless your miners get blown, that kind of thing, OPC. So yeah, other than that, it's like okay. So yeah, thanks for watching. See ya. Live long and prosper. Bye.